I mean, kind of cool if he can continue to steal money and and they match him the way they match him. I can't knock his hustle. So if they can match him the way they how they've been matching him, more power to him.
Like I'm gonna fuck him up.
Hell yeah.
No, like for sure. It might just be easy actually. He doesn't want that smoke.
I mean, kind of cool if he can continue to steal money, and they match him the way they match him. I can't knock his house off. So if they can match him the way they've been matching him, more power to him. Like I'm going to him up. Hell yeah, no, like for sure. And it might just be easy. Actually, he doesn't want that smoke. Floyd Mayweather has just backed Jake Paul for his fight with Mike Tyson. Meanwhile, Tony Bellew is unimpressed that Jake and Mike will fight 2-minute rounds. The bout has been approved as a professional fight with 8 rounds of 2 minutes each scheduled for action. Only in official bouts involving women in the professional ranks is the 2-minute time structure generally employed. Additionally, Bellew has attacked the pair's choice to participate in the shortened format. This summer, he told Ace Odds how the has been getting registered as a professional bout. It's got 14 gloves. And you're fighting 2-minute rounds. What is going on? Moreover, Bellew expressed his frustration, questioning who had commissioned and approved the fight, referring to Jake Paul as an idiot who merely wanted to be associated with Mike Tyson's record. He described the situation as insane and acknowledged that Tyson no longer cared about his record. While questioning how the approval was granted, Bellew added, "Who's commissioned that and who's approving that idiot Jake Paul just wants to be on Mike Tyson's record? I mean, it ising insane. I know what Mike's doing. Mike doesn't give a underscore anymore, and I understand why he doesn't give a underscore about his record. But how are you passing this?" He added that Mike Tyson's entire career had been fought over 3-minute rounds, and questioned how a 2-minute round bout was being allowed on his professional record. He pointed out that 2-minute rounds are standard for women's boxing, not men's, and criticized the decision to deem such a bout as professional, calling it a disgrace and an absolute mockery. He added Mike Tyson's whole career has been fought over 3-minute rounds. How is he allowing a 2-minute round bout to go on his professional record? The women's code is over 2-minute rounds, not the men's. So why is about over 2-minute rounds being deemed as a professional bout? It's a disgrace. It's an absolute take. During a press conference with Paul to announce the bout in New York, Tyson stated that he was the one who requested that the fight be all action. It was quite unexpected to learn that the upcoming bout will be officially recognized as a professional match, unlike the legend's previous encounter with Roy Jones Jr. in 2020, which was categorized as an exhibition. Naturally, Iron Mike won't be able to use his signature power for longer bursts as he did in his prime. The seasoned fighter has shared brief training videos showcasing his signature strength, yet he's received medical cautions as he prepares for a grueling battle with Paul. At 26 years old, the problem child is in peak physical condition. He has even bulked up to 230 lbs for his first battle as a heavyweight. Paul asserts that he gained weight to try to match Tyson's physical attributes. He said, "Everything has been good, but it's been a little transition moving to heavyweight. I definitely needed to put on weight so that I'm able to compete with Mike Tyson, and so that he's not able to throw me around in the ring." Moreover, Jake mentioned that he had been sparring with heavyweights and eating more food. He acknowledged that Mike Tyson had called him fat, but expressed his belief that the fat would turn into muscle. He was confident that come fight night, he would be able to move and dance around the ring like a true heavyweight. On the other hand, a former world boxing champion has offered to step in to replace Mike Tyson and fight Jake Paul. It follows Tyson's medical issue this week while traveling from Miami to Los Angeles by plane. Following the incident, paramedics raced to the plane's landing site. However, Tyson got out of the aircraft on his own, walking, and didn't appear too much worse for wear. A stomach ulcer flare-up had caused him to feel lightheaded and queasy during the flight. The medical emergency sparked immediate worries about the cancellation of the Paul versus Tyson fight, especially considering the significant 30-year age difference between the 27-year-old Paul and the 57-year-old Tyson. But a defiant Iron Mike posted on X on Tuesday. He was now feeling 100%, even though I don't need to beat Jake Paul. Paul became enraged when he heard on social media that the fights would not go ahead. He took to X to address rumors that the July 20th fight would be called off. Often said you love to make up before knowing the facts for clicks, likes. Nothing changed in the event that Tyson is too sick to fight a surprise opponent has now entered the fray. Former IBO super middleweight champion Saki Oe won the title from 2008 until 2010. Vega has not engaged in combat since 2021 when he took a 4-year hiatus. But he said if Jake Paul is serious about fighting a former champion, look for someone a lot younger or active within the last decade. I can fight Jake Paul at any weight he wants. In recent years, few bouts have sparked as much controversy as the clash between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Voices from all walks of life have weighed in, offering perspectives from every conceivable angle. Now, former fighter Cha Sonnen has shared his thoughts. However, his opinion is bound to ruffle some feathers. As mentioned before, Tyson's health is increasingly worrisome. Beyond the inevitable effects of aging, the ex-champion is now facing the repercussions of his extensive boxing career. Despite all these circumstances, Sonnen believed that Paul shouldn't show any regard for Tyson, reflecting on another widely publicized bout, the clash between boxer Floyd Mayweather Jr. and martial artist Conor McGregor. The former UFC fighter pointed out that a similar matchup could even be deemed illegal. The contentious former fighter denied Iron Mike's medical emergency and remarks to the media, insisting that Paul should show no mercy for his opponent. In any case, it's a crime that's illegal. It's gained on. Sonnen claimed he referenced the infamous bout between Mayweather and McGregor, which stirred significant controversy both before and after the event. Despite the box ultimately triumphing over the MMA fighter, critics argued that Money Mayweather took an unusually long time to secure his victory, leading to widespread speculation about a possible fix. Sonnen informed Paul that the fight had been officially sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. Therefore, it would be insincere on Paul's behalf and a fantastic opportunity for Mike if the problem child deliberately prolonged the battle with Tyson beyond what might be worked out. The whole thing is an uphill battle. Sonnen cautioned Tyson Paul has too many advantages over the former champion. He clarified the former boxer remembered Jake's got more pounds than Tyson, in addition to his age and condition. Considering all of this, Sonnen said he was proud of Iron Mike. This is a really brave moment for Mike, he said, adding that the legendary boxer is putting his reputation on the line for the upcoming fight. UFC icon Michael Bisping has expressed concern over the upcoming Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson bout, which is still slated to prece this summer, despite Tyson's recent health scare on a flight. Despite expressing respect for the combat sports legend, Bisping criticized the continuation of the fight due to the significant 30-year age difference, highlighting the glaring mismatch. One, Mike Tyson was involved in a medical emergency. Paramedics had to be rushed onto the plane. They asked for a doctor. It flashed up on people's screens. Is there a doctor on board? The doctor said, "Come on and take Mike Tyson off the plane." It is not a good look, and this is not good press when you're trying to promote a fight and you're 58 years old. Bisping acknowledged Tyson's courage in facing Jake Paul and speculated that Tyson issues might be due to an ulcer flare-up. Though he admitted his limited knowledge about ulcers, he also remarked that a man nearing 58 years old should not have problems sitting on a plane for a few hours, suggesting that such issues wouldn't occur for someone in their prime. And I've got no problem with Mike Tyson. He's 8, I respect him. This is taking massive balls of him to go in there against Jake Paul. Even though he's by far the better boxer, he's got way more experience, miles on the clock, long in the tooth. And he's got medical emergencies, and apparently he's got ulcers. Okay, that's the excuse that they have given. Furthermore, Bisping stressed that the situation reflected poorly on both boxing And Jake Paul, demonstrating why such a fight should not take place, he clarified that he wasn't criticizing Mike Tyson, but recognized Tyson's desire to stay active, earn money, and feel alive by doing what he does best. However, Bisping pointed out that Tyson's prime had passed, using the metaphor that the ship had sailed and the plane had left the runway, though it was delayed due to the heat, which he speculated might have triggered Tyson's ulcer flare-up. This is just a great example of why a fight like this should not be going ahead. Mike Tyson is not the same person we know. There's video clips out there, and he's looking fast, and he's looking brutal, and he's looking deadly, and he's got the power, but it's easy to edit up a quick little TikTok video, a few seconds, looking good. You can see the cut shots, you see the intro. Their edit is not as good as my guy John Brannigan. Okay, you can see the edits, okay, you can look good for a couple of seconds. But try doing that sustain over 8 2-minute rounds against the guy that's in his prime. I'm not talking ___ about